Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's me, Kevin. We're back for another playthrough of Layers of Fear. It's 8:15 p.m. here in Austin, Texas. Dark outside, which means the vibes are set for some more scariness. Now, when I loaded back in, it put me back in this room. This photo, I can't remember if that was there before. But now I realize, I guess we're going to be finding stuff that's going to end up in this room, huh? Is that our waifu? Oh, there's me again, looking dapper. All right. I'm not sure if it's making me do, because I was past this part. Oh, I gotta do this whole thing over again. That was actually not just scary, it was really loud. My audio is turned way up. And actually kind of made that scary, just how loud it was. There's still more to do over here, huh? Oh yeah, I forgot. There's...
How can two people?
We already checked all that. All right. Is this? This may have been where I left off. Oh, is that
Watch
down there?
him drown.
That's weird.
Dear sir or madam, we must kindly, albeit strongly, urge you to keep your voices down during the night. Your marital problems, while regrettable, are a private matter and should remain that way. They are certainly of no concern to us and especially our children. Please, consider that not everyone is a freelance artist. Some of us have to get up early and work for a living. We need our sleep. We must also warn you that if things continue the way they are now, we will be forced to call the police.
Damn, dude. Like, everybody wants to, like, take legal action or call police on them. And also, this is a big-ass house, dude. How are you screaming at each other and... Is that, like, a missing head wrapped around some feet? Dude. Yeah, like, yeah, as big a house as this is, how are you, like, yelling and people are, your neighbors are disturbed by
My
it?
home is my castle. Locked inside, I am safe.
Fern Gully shit going on over here. The door closed behind me. Now, I remember your trick, dude. I get up here, these things are gonna slam in front of me and freak me out. That... Wait, what fuels my passion? Well, they're all artists going in circles. The artists, like, I'm a painter. My wife was a violinist going in circles. Yeah, see, it's missing. Going in circles, going in circles. All right, here's this. Can I go back? No. Wait, what? Which one do I take? I feel like it's this, right? That's already over there.
Body borrowers, feeding on me, driving me insane. Too fast to cut out.
That's gross. The weighted scale on there. Fucking weird, dude.
I hated it. Always felt as if it wasn't my hand that wrote the letters when using it.
The hand on the tip. It is so dark. Like I can't see. What the? Fish eating a person. Another fish there. What the hell, dude? How do I? Okay. We're back in the bag room. Okay, so I was like transported here. Or I was transported from here. There's, all right, 2 more pieces left. I remember this, it freaked me out. I was trying to get over to this globe. And I just like kind of disappeared and woke up in another area. I checked this, right?
What we witnessed today, while entirely worthless in artistic terms, might be an invaluable case study for psychologists. These harsh words came from none other than Jason Hughes. The famed critic was one of the first to appreciate the works of, and whose praise once contributed to his first spectacular success. When asked if such brutal criticism was indeed called for, especially in light of the recent tragic events, Hughes responded, quote, "As critics, it is our duty to critique art, but not to judge the artist. The man has been through a lot lately, and obviously it has taken its toll on him. Still, if we were to remain silent and pretend this is even remotely acceptable, we would be doing the artist a disservice." Other critics were only slightly more lenient, as the
Weird. I'm starting to get the feeling that our painter here, something crazy may have happened to his family. Maybe something related to the fire we heard about.
in an unexpected experimental streak in his usually conservative endeavors, Thomas Caldwell hosted an extraordinary exhibition opening in his gallery. Quote, "This is a great day for me and my wife," said in the opening speech. Quote, "For us, this is not only an exhibition, this is how we want to live our life. Music accompanies my paintings just as she will accompany me in the future."
Yeah, see?
It is rumored that after the exhibition, some kind of arrangement was set between Caldwell and...
Okay.
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. So, will you marry me?
Wow, dude. Is that waifu?
I have a responsibility. Finish it!
Oh God. All right, things are going downhill really fast here. She's close. Watch out. Stay away. Huh? No, don't look back. Those doors behind you.
Linen. Anyone can paint on a linen canvas. I am not anyone.
Hey, damn right.
First, I looked for a canvas.
What the hell, dude? Get me out of here.
Figured you'd be up all night, so I made you a little treat. You know, I bet even Rembrandt occasionally took time off from being brilliant and snored his head off like the rest of us common folk. I know. In other words, get some sleep, you big dummy. I love you.
I love lamp. Alright. Oh, look, it's coming back together. That painting there. Alright, we're back in here. That's covered now. Does that say? First, I looked for a canvas, not just any canvas. I had to find a knife, not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor, so I used razor. In fact, and then carefully flayed the skin. Booze helped keep my hands steady.
First, I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas.
Is that
I had
flesh?
to find a knife. Not what...
That's flesh.
Body borrowers, feeding on me, driving me insane.
Okay.
Moths drawn to the fire between.
How can two people who once loved each other so fully, so profoundly, drift so far apart? My husband barely speaks to me anymore. He just slithers in and out of his study, obsessively working on one failed painting after another.
Damn.
He won't even sleep with me anymore. I can tell he's disgusted by me. The look he gave me the other day. That pathetic, hurtful look. The combination of shame, guilt, and repulsion. I've come to realize that I've become a monster in my husband's eyes. It feels like nothing a woman should ever experience. Still, being the good wife that I am, I decided to realize my husband's fantasy. If he thinks me a monster, I will sure as hell act the part.
All right, it's kind of like a recurring theme from her notes, man. I cut off the narrator, dude. That sucks. Still keeping up appearances though. Look at me. Past catches on. All right, we're back in this hallway.
I hereby resign from service as maid in house.
Mary Smith. That was creepy.
I can't stand seeing you like this. You're not well. You were sweating and shaking all night, and now there you are locked in your workshop as usual. This whole tortured artist nonsense has got to stop.
The guy is clearly obsessed with his work. Have I been in this room before? God damn.
It's not like I'm some drunkard. I know how to handle my liquor.
I remember this photo. Shit!
Don't push me away.
What the fuck? Oh, god damn it, dude. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid rat!
Mince mice, chunky, crunchy, carcasses starving me out, constantly sick.
Oh god, who's been writing these, dude? Left, right, left? I don't know what that means.
I keep the fire because I'm freezing, for God's sake.
You want this as well? So left, right, left. Wait, okay. Or is it 10 right? Oh god, I went past it. Can I keep going? I can't remember if I go past it. I haven't used one of these locks in forever. Yeah, I gotta probably do it over. All right, 40. 10. 30. The key. All right, this is different. Not where the key goes.
All I asked for was an edible meal. At least one that had any taste at all.
Yo, paprika's delicious. I mean,
This is my house. You can't keep locking me in. You're so afraid of fire. How can you cut off the means of escape?
interesting. Did the key go in there? What is that made of? Warning signs. The following list is a compilation of the most common symptoms of schizophrenia. While typically diagnosed between the ages of 15 and 25, the disorder is known to affect older patients as well. Not that these symptoms are non-exclusive to schizophrenia and should by no means be treated as conclusive evidence of this particular affliction. In order to obtain a proper diagnosis, you should contact a qualified specialist, i.e. psychologist or psychiatrist. God damn it, I struggle with that word. Blank expression, stares off into space. Yes. Involuntary facial movements. Yes. Insomnia, haven't noticed. Unusual gestures or postures. Unusual gestures or postures. Always had them. Unable to experience joy from activities. Definitely. Depersonalization. What does that even mean? Awkward, clumsy movement. Might be from the accident. Those are, I mean, they're pretty broad, right? What is, is that a knife in there?
Suddenly, everything I find relaxing is a fire hazard.
Okay, so maybe the what? God damn, dude. Maybe the wife became paranoid over a fire, like the department store fire. Yeah, we're going up.
Defy death. Defy entropy. Defy the flames. Finish it!
Alright, so remember that we went up. Hello? Huh? I can't. Oh, finish it. Okay. I was like, yeah, I can't. I knew it was something backwards. I couldn't tell.
Here are the calculations you asked for. You need to also include the cost of lamps for every room.
I don't care how much it costs. She's afraid of fire. We will have electricity, and that is that.
Give me. The gloves is a lot of fun that I get to have in this game.
Let's talk about the symbolic aspects of your work.
I'd rather not.
Why is that?
A symbolism is a word that gets thrown around a lot, usually when people don't really know what to make of you. The worst question you could possibly ask me is, what did you mean by that? If it was that simple, I wouldn't have painted it. I would have just told you. Of course, we can talk in general about themes that have always inspired me. Duality, conflict. I think that all art revolves around some sort of struggle. Whether or not we're able to see it, of course, is an entirely different matter.
Does that say it can't be undone? I have no reflection.
Color. The life of painting. The soul. I need it. I need it to be perfect, striking, vibrant life. Life, 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 fire! Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part.
Here are the calculations you asked for. You need to also include the cost of lamps for every room.
Okay, that was like the same letter basically. What? I missed it. Man, this is like the hotel from The Shining, like eerie like that. I just figure I'd follow the footsteps, but they're gonna lead me in a circle. All right, 2 more in this one. I remember a lot of these photos. Wait, almost all of these seen before. So now I can maybe finally go in the door at the end of the hall.
I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times, and yet I could never find the courage to face you directly. Not until now.
Okay.
Lice, mice, bald, bloody spots, hair, not mine. Where are the scissors?
You stupid rats! Morphine prescription from William Green.
Oh, stop looking at me like that.
This guy drinks.
It's just a little something to help me focus on my work, that's all.
Just my creative juice.
Nothing. They're getting smart.
Look. Oh no, did a dog die in a fire? Bro, I can't handle that.
Honey,
No.
remember how you said it would be nice to have a cat so the baby could have someone to play with? Well, I just bought us a dog. Aw.
What happened to the dog? I can't remember. I think like there was a walkway this way and I came from that way, right? Did I get blocked off? It did. Check this way. Wheelchair. Hey. Alright, one more piece. This makes me think, did I not finish the last one I did? Because I don't know if I finished the last one. It wasn't complete. Which path did I follow? That's interesting. So there's a puzzle to this, right? Did I miss? Were there signs that I should have known? Like, there's that guy over there. This is...
You always wanted to have a huge garden. Green calmed your nerves, you said. I always loved painting blood.
I feel like this... It seems like this is going like towards me and my desires, and this is about my wife. I'm not gonna be selfish.
Is this the right door for me?
Another fire room on fire. Am I trapped? Did I fail?
No excuses, no accidents, no weakness. Just fire from the depths of your soul. Finish it!
Can I not grab that? It was lit. It was highlighted a second. There we go. Candle. Oh wait, I can't go this way.
I need to fight the darkness.
Oh, I see a candle goes here. Oh, that was only one candle. Uh-oh. Can't go back down. Can I go through the fire? There we go.
I never wanted it to come to that. But here we are. I will protect myself.
Darkness makes you see.
Since my last letter, things only got worse. Yesterday, a stool broke underneath me. My cup stuck to a kitchen table. We need new servants. These people are so lazy. It's like nobody wants to work anymore.
Work sucks. What did I grabbed a key, right? That's what I just grabbed. Damn, I got a key, but I need the last piece to the painting. I think I failed, didn't I?
As of today, I'm resigning from work at this house. I think I don't have to explain reasons. You know how life in this house looks. If I could give you some advice, think about being more understanding and a bit nicer to future servants.
Yeah, I thought
I'm done. I'll do it myself. Keeping the house from breaking apart can't be that hard.
I thought she started off by saying ass up. She's like, as of.
Why can't Can't you understand? I'm working in here. I swear if I'm interrupted one more time. I thought it would be harder. It should be harder. Bones shouldn't break so easily.
What? What is the, I don't know what the meter is. It keeps showing the meter filling up. Does that mean it's like overheating? I messed up. Something trying to get in? Oh my God. I honestly can't tell what this stuff is.
The only thing that could make her smile.
Bed made of flesh. We're in the bedroom. I see where we are. Okay. Everything's kind of going back to normal. We're basically back in the house. But it cannot be undone. What the hell is that? Hold up.
I needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw. Honey, what in the world are you doing? What did the doctor say about straining yourself? Leave that thing alone. It's not going anywhere.
Looks like we took it. It cannot be undone. Yeah, we're back in here. So I think I failed because I didn't get all of it.
It's not like I'm some drunkard. I know.
Okay, so we're bringing back things. So I can see what we're doing, I think. We're piecing together the story. Right? It's all fragments right now. But a lot of sounds like some good that got really bad and really weird.
I thought it would be harder. It should be harder. Bones shouldn't break. I needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then...
Okay. I needed to remove the flesh from the bone at first. Yeah, I lost how. Okay.
I needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw. Boiled it. Then put the bone in a mortar. I had to get one, obviously. This was not something I'd done before. Finally, I mixed the dust with some white paint. It made for a lovely undercoat.
Dude. Is that like how he like hid of a body, perhaps? Eight even now. Lost alone. You deserve it. A grave for you. Finish it.
Lice, mice.
Yeah, I remember this.
Their life started to fall apart. Everything he touched turned to rot.
Henry Marvin, MD, relationship counselor. March 3rd. This time we're really going. Where does it say that? Oh, okay.
Look, honey, it's your favorite. Come, sit with me, like in the old times. I will get you, you furry leeches. Get out of my house.
Is he talking to the rats again? It got dark.
Blood is thicker than water. Everything I touch breaks.
Still looking dapper.
Good, solid undercoat. A primer that will hold it all together so it doesn't rot. The world is breaking around us.
Oh no, this room. I saw that. There was a person down there. Oh my god. Hey!
Let me.
Yeah, get out of here.
So
Oh god damn, bro.
While I can certainly understand that you are upset, and I have nothing but sympathy for your wife and yourself, I must categorically state that I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you in this matter. Any skin graft procedure is extremely complicated and inherently associated with the risk of failure. Having stated that, I assure you that me and my colleagues at St. Anne have made every effort to ensure a positive outcome for your wife. Personally speaking, I believe we have done the best job possible considering the extent of tissue damage. You are, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I can certainly understand your disappointment. What I do not understand is how you seem to think writing hateful letters to me or my fellow doctors will ameliorate the situation. As I've already stated, I can certainly understand you've been under a lot of stress as of late, and thus I will not press charges if you refrain from any further correspondence. Let me make it absolutely clear that I will not tolerate any further threats aimed at my staff, my family, or myself. If you wish to seek psychological help, I can have my assistant provide contact information for several specialists who would be more than competent to help you get through these hard times.
Damn.
Cleaning this house is a nightmare. We don't even use the fireplace that often, and ash is everywhere.